Hello and welcome to Homebrew Adventures, the RPG show where we take wannabe adventurers and take them through a one-shot adventure created by you, the listener. I am your Dungeon Master, Corey Keller. Join me every episode where I take our group of heroes who like to dungeons and sometimes dragons, and we will see if they survive. Do they have what it takes? Is your adventure challenging? Let's find out on Homebrew Adventures. Hey friends, and welcome back to another episode of Homebrew Adventures. We're excited to be here today. We are running a brand new adventure written by someone that's not me. So before we get into that, let's just go ahead and introduce who we are. Hey everyone, I'm Corey and I am your Dungeon Master.
And I am Charlie, your friend.
Hello, I'm Lauren.
I'm Kameron.
And I'm Jess.
And we are your cast for this episode. I'm not going to tell you what the episode is yet until we talk about our characters. So why don't we go ahead and take a moment, since this is our first episode. This is the first time everyone's going to actually hear who you guys are as players. Let's go ahead and tell a little bit about who you're playing. Let's start with you, Charlie.
I am playing Johnny Bronze, a dragonborn bard pirate.
Any relation to Johnny Bravo?
I never thought of that.
That was
until
the
this
first thing I
moment
thought.
right now. And oh my god, I'm completely changing how I'm going to play this character.
Hey, little mama.
Why I thought you picked it.
No, I just picked it because he's a bronze dragonborn, and so he shoots lightning, and I picked it simply because of the color.
Please tell me at least he has a pompadour.
He does now. But yeah, he's a bard dragonborn pirate, and he's kind of like a lazy, smooth talking dude.
Nice. All right. What about you, Lauren?
I am playing as a half-elf fighter named Turkleton.
Turk Turkleton.
You know, I am an urchin, chaotic good, super cool, super goofy, but when it comes to getting the job done, I'm serious. I sponsor an orphanage where I came from, and to keep others from enduring what I had to endure. Yeah, and I'm kind of sneaky, so watch out.
Oh, watch out for it. All right. Kameron, what you got?
I am playing a barbarian human barbarian
Nice.
named Varak Karav.
I'm probably not going to remember that for a while.
It's a Karav is Varak backwards.
I'll remember now.
And it's going to be a war cry, I'm assuming, later. But I grew up pretty poor. I'm used to people tricking me, and being shady, so I'm pretty skeptical of people. And so I've always wanted to be rich. I like jewelry, money, what I deserve. So I get angry and I sometimes take it.
Wait, you like jewelry and money, so you're a fancy barbarian.
I'm a fancy barbarian. I've got a flair, so...
Nice. All right, Jess, tell us about your character.
All right, I am playing a hermit wood elf wizard named Zinia, who stayed in the woods and studied a lot and is really awkward, and it's going to make a lot of moments really uncomfortable.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Those are your players for this adventure and for the rest of the podcast. Well, unless they die, then we'll see what new characters they might become, but we'll see how long they can survive, right? So today's adventure, I decided, you know what? This show's called Homebrew Adventures. Everyone keeps wondering, oh, is this a podcast about brews and beer? Well, not necessarily. More of a homebrew when it comes to D&D, but why not do an adventure about brews? So this first adventure is called A Most Potent Brew, and it is brought to you by Richard and Lauren Jansen-Parkes. They're over at Winghorn Press. You can find them at winghornpress.com. And if you like this adventure, you can also get it on dmsguild.com. So if this is something you like after you hear us go through it, you can always go and download it there and run it for your players. So let's see how they do, shall we? All right, guys, how do you guys feel about playing a adventure about beer, maybe?
I'm a pirate, so...
You fit right in.
I'm for it.
And Varak, I heard you like drink.
Yeah, they go down smooth.
So this might be right up y'all's alley.
Yeah.
All right, so shall we begin? Shall we dive on into this? Shall we get drunk with
Bottoms
adventure?
up.
Bottoms up.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of those puns during this episode. All right, and let's start. You were each visited by an old hermit just 2 nights ago. He appeared to you each individually in your respective homes. He appeared like a shadow and without a sound. His hair covered his face and he was hunched over and resting on a walking stick. The warmth was taken out of the room as he began to speak those words that you all will never forget. You have been chosen. As he points a long, brittle finger at you. Your life will never be the same. You and the others are now the guardians of our world. And until your purpose has been served, you will take on and succeed at quest after quest. The world's balance depends on it. You will never be able to return home. You will leap from quest to quest, putting things right that have been wronged, and hoping each time the next leap will be the leap home. All right.
Let's go.
Okay, so you all, this old man appeared to each and every one of you individually. He gave you his spiel. And then all of a sudden, you all appear in this little town. It's a town you never really seen before. This is the first time you all actually seeing each other for the first time. So you all appear. You were looking at each other for the first time in this strange town after hearing these words from this old guy.
Did you guys just hear that?
Wait, who are you?
I'm Varak. Who are you?
Zinia.
What's happening?
I mean, I was asleep and I was loving it. And now I'm not. I don't know where we are. Was it an old guy? Old guy? Was it an old guy for you guys?
It was an old guy.
Yeah, old guy.
Does anyone know where we are? Anyone been here before?
I haven't.
Me either.
I mean, I'll be honest, there's a chance I've been here, but like,
Who can remember everything, right?
Like I said, I was asleep and loving it. I was having the sweetest dreams, and which, by the way, I'm still wearing a nightcap, and it's a nightcap that Winghorn gives me sweet dreams. So yeah, I guess let's try to figure out where we are, and because we're chosen now, is that?
Apparently.
As you were all standing there for the first time meeting each other, you all, well, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. I rolled a 2, and plus 2 is 4. So,
All right.
never been here.
14 plus 2 is 16.
19 plus 3.
17 plus 5.
So everyone but Varak.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So the three of you notice while Varak is kind of just still trying to figure out where you're at, you notice that you all have something in common. You never knew this before, but all of a sudden you see that you all have this tattoo of a Q.
Of course.
Right on the right side of your neck.
Of a cube?
A Q, the letter Q.
Of Q.
I heard
So it
Q
wasn't a
too.
line. We didn't just have a line. A Q. British joke. No?
Wah,
All right.
wah.
Nope, the letter Q tattooed on the necks. And you realize you all have that.
We all do, even unaware. Varak.
Yep. He as he's kind of craning his neck looking, you all see that he also has
Do we have
that
any?
tattoo.
Nobody.
Do we
tell it.
know how we got these tattoos?
You do not know how you got those tattoos. No, this is the first time you've noticed that
Can we do
since
some?
the dream, all of a sudden you have this tattoo.
Can someone do maybe like a history or investigation? Maybe.
You can certainly try.
I have -2, so I'm not the person to do this. I'm just the idea man.
17. And we'll do I guess, history. So,
All right.
plus 3.
You know nothing about these. You have no knowledge of the past,
Super
present, or
helpful.
future of what these symbols mean. You take an educated guess thinking, maybe it stands for a word.
Quest?
Oh.
Quit.
Quest love?
That's it.
And as the four of you are sitting there discussing this, you see that you are in the town square, but just to the side of you all is this big wooden kind of like where they hang like wanted posters, and it's kind of like a message board. But on there, all of a sudden you see this piece of paper, parchment, that is starting to glow kind of a light green, but it's putting off this light that's drawing your guys' attention.
We run up to it.
I casually.
I
walk up to it.
casually. I watch.
I am running
I'll run
full
with
speed
them.
ahead.
All right, Varak is the first one to get there, and you notice that there are some words on it.
What are these?
Written in common.
So I read them.
You do read them.
I do
I'm
read
assuming,
them.
do you read Common?
I do.
Okay, I figure most people know Common, at least. So you look at it and it says, Seeking Adventurers for a Mighty Quest. Wizard's Tower Brewery Company is seeking adventures and will pay in beer and gold. Ask
Heck
for
yes.
Glow Kindle.
Who?
Glow Kindle.
Low Kindle.
Glow Kindle.
My man.
So
All right.
you guys want to hey, I just met you. You guys, why don't we go get some beer?
I'm down for a good brew.
Love a cold one with the boys. Let's do
You
it.
crack open a cold one with the boys.
Guess I don't have another choice. So
I mean, you could just sit here.
no,
Would
I've
you
been
like
sitting long
to
enough.
do a perception check on us?
I'm gonna go with my gut and go with you.
We're going with our guts too. Our guts full of
It's
booze.
your beer guts.
I high five myself.
All right. So on the paper, it actually gives directions, kind of a little hand.
I take the
map.
paper off of the wall. Like I grab it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna write this down. We'll just follow it.
All right. So yeah, you rip down, meaning you guys don't want anyone else to take the job. So
No,
you're like,
this
we'll
is
take
us.
this. All right. So the map, you follow the directions you've been giving, trudging maybe a mile or two out of town along an old dirt road that winds its way up a very low hill. As you near the top, there's a large stone building that comes into view, flanked by a couple of barns. By the door is a brightly painted sign that reads, The Wizard's Tower Brewing Company, for the freshest pint in the realm.
Do you know who they are, Zinia? With your wizarding.
That's racist.
They don't all just know each other.
That's my apologies.
But for real though, do you know them?
But I will do a perception check. Oh, 10 plus 3, 13.
Well, what you perceive is that it just looks like a very old building that was probably used for something else. You think that no beer company could probably be around for that long. This building's pretty old and it was probably used for something before a brewery.
Do we think this is actually the brewery?
It said brewery on it.
But is it just a sign somebody
cover.
put up? Mm-hmm.
What should we do?
Let's
Should we
go
just
see.
go and check it out? Knock on the door?
Sure. Let's go knock.
All right, so you guys walk up to the building. Who's giving it a knock?
I think it's
I'll knock.
all you.
I'll knock.
man.
Yeah, sure. I knock, and I'm just like, hey.
All right, so Johnny Bravo knocks on the door.
And he said,
Johnny Bravo Bronze knocks on the door. So after a few taps of hitting the door, you notice that someone comes to the door. As the door opens, you see a small gnome, a little older in age. He's got this just beautiful beard. It's like very well trimmed, nice and bushy. You can tell he's been putting some oils in that beard.
I
you know.
touch it. And just,
He kind of looks at you. He's like, "What? What are you doing? Get your hands out of my beard."
I appreciate a good beard.
You notice that he has his hair kind of pulled back and kind of on the top of his head. He's kind of got it in like a little bun
No.
sitting on top. He calls it a gnome bun, a top gnome bun.
Anybody want to slap this guy?
He's wearing some black slacks. He's got a nice white button-up shirt and some suspenders. And
He's a hipster, is what you're saying.
hey, I don't use those words. You used it. He says, adventurers?
Yeah, I hold up the paper and I'm like, yeah, we found this. What you know about that?
You got the jokes. Come on in and we'll talk about it. He leads you inside. You notice when you walk in that there's a lot of hustle and bustle going around. You notice that, yes, this in fact is a brewery. You see a lot of other little gnomes. You see some humans. They're all just working these big barrels and kegs and distillers, and you just see them just working at it. You see guys pouring out some beers and doing some taste
I
testing.
take one of the beers.
He's like, I was gonna give you one anyways.
I know.
Do we all get one?
Yeah. So he goes ahead and pours you all a nice size pour. Gives it to each and every one. And he says, "This is the finest pale ale you'll find in the land. We call this the Top Knot Pale Ale."
No. I pour mine out.
I dive in and catch hers. Mouth agape on the floor.
Just
So you're just chugging it as before it hits the floor.
Mhm.
So you're having a good time.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So Glowkindle, he's enjoying the fact that you guys are enjoying his beer, but he's kind of eyeing Turk a little bit, just kind of like, why are you so disrespectful to my beer? Kind of look. He didn't say that out loud, but
I do I notice that he's looking at him like
yeah.
Okay, so I kind of just go over to him and I'm just like, hey, she's jealous.
She's jealous.
This is jealousy. Don't worry about her. You're a cool guy, and I give him daps. And as I'm doing that, I take another beer. I take his beer from him.
He says, "There's plenty to go around."
So you say he's cool, and then you steal his drink.
Yeah, exactly.
He says, "Well, so you guys have been sitting down for a little bit, just drinking tossing back some cold ones." He says, yes, my business has been going very well. We've kind of had a few hiccups lately. You see,
Drinking too much.
well, no, that's not the problem. Us gnomes, we can drink and drink and drink. We're very comparable to dwarfs. Even though they outdrink us, we keep up. He says, but we've run into some problems at our brewery. Production has been slowed, unfortunately. You see, about a week ago, which our brewery's kind of had some damage to it. You see, some of my men were working in the basement, and they found, it's an old wall that they found this old door. They didn't really know what it was. It was kind of hidden behind a bunch of barrels for many years. Well, they decided to try and knock it down, and we're looking to expand the brewery. But the minute we knocked it down, these gigantic dog-looking rats came out, and they kind of attacked my men. And no one was killed, but they got kind of hurt. And, well, we don't know where they came from. They keep destroying my barrels and drinking my beer. And I need them disposed of, basically.
Okay.
None of my guys are skilled fighters. We need some skilled fighters to go down there. I need you to find out where they came from. I need you to dispose of them all for me. If you find where they come from, maybe keep them from coming back. And I'll pay you all handsomely. I'll give you each 25 gold and as much beer as you can have.
What other kind of beer do you have?
Just the finest pale ale.
Crap.
Well, let's hop to it. Show us the way.
So many puns.
Wait, so you just need to have them stop coming in?
I need you to dispose of them first. Because they put up a fight. And then I need you to figure out where they're coming from and make sure they don't come back in.
Anything else that you're aware of down there?
That is all I'm aware of. We're not going through that wall. But that's where they keep coming in. And we found that this is an old wizard's tower. So there might be some cool stuff back there. There's rumors of there's some office space down there. But
Have you tried giving him a beer? And maybe that's all I want.
well, they're definitely drinking it all and slowing our production down.
So they're drunk.
So I need you to go and, basically.
Real quick. So you're saying they're all drunk, so they're all going to roll with disadvantage?
No. Just makes them a lot more feisty.
So, drunk, dog-looking rats.
It was dark. That's the best we can make that they were.
Alrighty.
So yes, go in there, kill them all, see what's back behind that wall, and make sure none of them come back, and I'll pay you and give you lots and lots of beer.
I take another beer.
Sir, you sure can drink a lot.
You
sure you're not part gnome? I know you're kind of a scary-looking dragon folk, but
I'm 100% positive that I'm not. That I'm not no gnome.
You're no gnome.
he's no gnome.
Know me?
Nope. No.
And what of you elves? You haven't been drinking very much.
I'll take another one. I apologize, but I do want a beer.
He kind of
If
gives you
we're
one.
all
and,
taking one, then I mean...
And then I take another one as he's handing it out, so I'm double fisting now.
all right, so he gives them all out and says, "To victory!" and holds it up.
Varak!
I'm drinking. I don't say anything. I'm just still drinking.
Clink, 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 clink.
Glug, 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 glug.
He leads you to basically the cellar. He says, "All right, there's a stairs down to the cellar. Have fun, I guess, and come back. Let me know when you're done, and we'll celebrate some more."
Do we know this guy's name?
Yeah,
Glowkindle.
Glowkindle.
Okay, so this is... Okay. I'm catching up. Okay, I'm drunk.
Drunk already.
Doesn't take much. One and done.
Drunk on adventure.
Boo.
Try again.
All right, yeah. So he leads you to the beer cellar. Are you guys going down the stairs?
Just do a
Yup.
quick check of the cellar. Is there anything in there?
Yeah. So yeah, the wooden stairs creak as you descend into the cool, dry air of the cellar, which is infused with a smell of beer and the damp fur. Somewhere in the
So
darkness,
it stinks.
It stinks, yeah.
Okay.
And somewhere in the darkness, you hear the scrabbling sound of claws on floorboards and a faint squeaking noise.
I light a torch.
Your torch is lit.
I use prestidigitation and put the torch out.
For some reason, your torch just went out.
And then I use then I use prestidigitation again and relight it.
And for some reason, your torch came back on.
Place is magical.
And then I blow it out.
I'm done.
That's a lot of breath you have to have.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, so you're in the cellar. You notice that there's just a lot of barrels. Like, this is a storeroom, that they keep a lot of their brew. There's a lot of it kind of spilt out, just kind of creaking on the floor. In the back, you notice the part of the wall that's kind of been crumpled down. And you can see the hole that leads into another section of this building, but it's very dark. Yeah, and you kind of hear some like scratching noises down in there.
Can we do like a perception check?
You sure can.
Okay. See what else is happening. 18 plus 2, so
20.
13 plus 2.
Yeah, 14 plus 3.
16 and 2.
So 18. Okay. Yeah. You all notice that behind these barrels, you see. So behind the barrels and kind of behind where the stairs were that go back up to the cellar, which he has shut that door because they keep that shut up there. You notice that out of the darkness, you see these giant rats just start coming out, and from what you can see, there's about 8 of them.
how big are they?
Pretty big. They are giant. So they are about the size of
Of a dog.
bigger than a dog, yeah.
Oh no.
So they're not rats.
They are rats,
Oh,
but
rats.
giant.
Oh, rats.
And they are looking at you menacingly right now.
All
While
right.
one of them is just chewing up a barrel.
I look menacingly back at them and do an intimidation check.
You can try and intimidate them rats. Go for it.
Yeah.
Intimidate them rats.
I rolled a 4 plus a 3.
They attack you because you looked at them menacingly, and 2 of them now take that as a challenge, and they're going to go ahead and jump at you. So we'll roll for both of them. All right, one rolled a 16 plus 4,
Oh boy.
and the other rolled an 8. So a 20 and an 8.
Why are they so powerful?
So one
hits you?
hits. That
All right.
sucks.
And he's going to hit you with 4 damage.
Is he biting?
Oh boy.
Can I? How far away are they from like us?
Well, right now we're rolling for initiative.
No.
I really.
I had to give him that menacing look.
Had to give him that menacing
I
look.
have a plus 3 to intimidation. I was like, oh, this could be fine.
5.
5,
2.
2.
1.
Nice.
I did a 7 plus
Oh,
my
gosh.
initiative of plus 2, so 9.
The rats rolled a
I
15.
feel like I'm going to die right now.
Oh, yep, that's it.
All right, so this is the way it looks. You guys are basically circled by 8 rats inside of a damp beer cellar.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Turkleton.
Who was in the front, like in
Probably
the
you,
cellar?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny
I
Braun
feel like I
staring
was
him down.
close because I had the torch going, then you
That's
blew it out. I
true.
feel like we were probably...
Yeah, I
You
think
2
we
probably in
really,
the front,
like,
you 2 probably in
yeah.
the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bringing up the rear.
So the 2 on the front right are going to go back after old Johnny Braun's here.
Oh god.
They both got a 15.
Oh no.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. 2 on 1, 2. So you get, sorry, that was 1. So 3 more damage. That's not very bad.
It's not very bad. I only have 10 hit points.
I would
So
only have
I'm
1
down
left if I was him.
to 3.
Okay. Well, that's starting off strong, isn't it? All right, we got 2 rats up to
Maybe
you.
we should have bought some stuff before we just
Maybe.
Nah,
boogied
we're
into
good.
town
We're
and
good.
All right, Varak, you have the 2 in the front left coming after you.
Alrighty.
8, 9, 10.
what'd you roll?
So a 12 and a 10.
No.
No on both?
Nope.
All right.
No way, Jose.
All right, so Turkleton, You got 2 coming after you. I got an 18 and a 14.
Oh, one hit.
1 hits. All right. Ooh. 5 damage.
Why? How many are there? You said 6?
8.
Oh my gosh.
2 left, and they're going for, I already forgot your Zinia.
At least they're being even.
That's true. 13 for both.
I don't add anything to my armor class, right?
Nope.
That's just, that 12 is just what I'm
Oh, so you're at 12?
Mm-hmm.
So they both hit you.
Just checking, but
Alright.
I'm gonna die.
No.
Should we run?
1, 2.
No, we
No.
can't. You should-
3 points of damage. You got lucky on that one.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny Bronze, you're up.
Oh, boy, howdy.
Hey friends, guess what? It's me again, your Dungeon Master Corey, and I just wanted to once again take a moment in the middle of this podcast to once again say thank you so much for tuning in and listening to our podcast. For all of you who have been downloading, subscribing, and sharing this podcast, it means a lot to us, and we really appreciate it. And so yeah, this is our first episode with the full cast. It was a lot of fun, and it was great to actually get everyone to sit around the table and record this episode. This will be the cast from here on out. Occasionally we'll have some guest players here and there hop in, but for now this is your cast, so get to know them really well. They're all excited about being on this podcast and just all these great adventures we're going to run through. And just real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Richard and Lauren Jansen-Parkes. They are the ones who actually wrote this adventure. The adventure entitled A Most Potent Brew. We hope you guys enjoy this adventure. They wrote it. You can find them at winghornpress.com. They've written a lot more adventures. If this is one you like and you want to get to know more about these writers and what they create, it's winghornpress.com. You can also find their adventure on DM's Guild. To download that, maybe you want to run it for your own group. It was real easy and it was a lot of fun, and our players really enjoyed it. I'm not going to take up too much of your time this time in the middle of this episode. Just once again, thank you guys so much for subscribing and downloading and everything. And once again, if you have an adventure that you want to hear us play out on this show, don't forget you can email me at hbapodcast@gmail.com, and we'll discuss and maybe it'll get on the show. But yeah, thanks guys. So let's get back to the adventure. It's fun being first level adventurers, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. So, give me like, are they? How are the rats lined up?
In a circle. So that they've kind of like started to circle you guys, so they're like encircling you.
All right. So can I?
So you had like 2 on your front right, 2 on your front left, and then behind you got 4 more. So there's 4 in front of you.
How close together are they?
Oh, they're all about like 5 feet in between each of them.
Perfect. I'm going to use my breath weapon on all of them.
All
Well, because they're all in front
8
of me.
of them?
You said they're in front of me?
Well, 4 in front of you.
All right,
4
then the
behind
4
you.
in front of me,
Okay.
I'm going to use, because it's 5 by 30 foot breath weapon.
Yeah.
And they have to do it's just a dex saving throw? Yeah.
Dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw. So, yeah, go ahead and roll that.
What's the number?
I'll tell you later. It's
So
8.
read what your thing does again. It says it's a 5 by 30 breath of lightning.
a straight line.
Straight line.
Because I have 4 in front of me, but if it's 5 feet wide, it'll get all of them.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're basically going to have to advantage yourself, but we'll say you position yourself to get them all. Yeah, okay. That is a 2 plus 2, so 4.
Definitely does not beat 12.
All right, so what do they take?
They take 2d6.
Ooh.
Yeah, and do we just do this like? Do we just do this as like I'm gonna roll once and then we'll do it
Yeah,
for
they'll
all
all
of them?
take it. Yeah.
All right, so 5, 6 total damage.
6 total damage each.
And yeah,
All right. Well, that wasn't enough to kill them all, but they are severely hurt.
Nice.
and then I'm going to nothing because can I do a cantrip?
No, that's also an action.
Is it?
Yep.
Doesn't that suck?
It's literally just talking though.
I know, but it's still an action.
All right, well then I just stand there.
Like a goob.
Okay, Varak, you're up.
All right.
So you got 4 in front of you that are pretty bad hurt, and then you have a 4 behind you.
All right. I'm gonna pick the closest one in front of me, and I'm gonna hit him with a great axe.
All right, so roll your d20 and add your bonus.
11.
Total?
Nope. Sorry, I lied. 9, 14 total.
Yep, that hits.
Yes.
You hit one, you said, in front of you?
Yep.
Okay.
9.
He did.
Yes.
Anything else you want to do?
I spin around and kind of when I say yes. So it's like yes. Okay.
Perfect.
Done.
All right, Turkleton.
All right. I'm going to. Would I be able to? I kind of want to use my great axe, but I kind of want to just. Can I slash? Just like.
You'd have to get like right up on him, right between a couple of them.
And I'm kind of further back.
Yeah, so you can go behind you. There's 4 more.
Are there any kind of lined up next to each
Well, I'm saying they're
other?
about 5 feet in between each other, so you can get between 2 of them and do like a circle motion if you want.
How about...
You also
so
have
I'm
2
trying
hand
to,
axes, don't you?
I do, but I'm trying to think if they're lined up, maybe I could use my longbow and the arrow could just like... Since, I don't know, maybe it could go through one and go through
You have to
the
roll
other.
really good for that to happen.
I'll just... Okay. Okay, I'll use my 2 hand axes then.
Okay,
And
you're going to slash it.
Slash both of them.
Okay,
I'll
which
get
ones,
up
like
on
so
there.
behind you or the ones up front? So basically the ones closest to you?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so you have 2 close to you in the back. So, all right, so roll damage or roll to see if you hit
10?
total.
Yes.
You miss both rats.
Oh.
So what would have looked really cool, unfortunately, missed.
Well, I guess I can't do anything else, so I'll just kind of like, I'll do a spin too.
Yes.
That's been like, oh shucks. All right.
I say nice
Zinia.
spin.
I snapped.
Okay, so again, how are they like compared to where I'm at? There's how many left?
So there's 4 behind you and Turk,
Okay.
kind of in like a semicircle, and then in front of you guys, in front of the other 2, Johnny and Varak. They're basically like in a circle around you guys.
Okay. So
So you have 2 close to you.
Okay, so the 4 behind me,
Mm-hmm.
they're like lined this way, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to do firebolt
Okay.
towards those 4.
It's all 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the radius on that?
120 feet.
Oh yeah.
10.
Hey.
All right. So 15.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits the last one. So what's the damage?
Okay, so that's 1d10.
1d10. All right. So roll that d10 plus your. Just 1d10. Yeah.
So 9.
9.
Yep.
Ouch! You obliterated that last one. Now the 3 in the middle take 2 points of fire damage for being in the line of fire. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Or spin around.
Yes. All right, the rats are pissed. All right, they are going for Varak.
Alrighty.
9.
No.
That does not hit.
Mm-mm.
All right. In the back for the girls. For Zinia, 19.
Yep.
Wow.
Of course it hits.
2 points of damage.
Guys,
What's it looking like over there?
I'm at 3.
Okay.
Join the club.
All right, all the other rats
don't
rolled
like
really
this
bad.
club.
All right, Johnny, you're up.
Wow.
I'm up. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. There's not much I can do at this point. How close am I to Zinia?
You're all very close.
Okay.
You're all like huddled in a tight circle.
Sorry. I'm going to use a spell slot and touch myself. And
Oh no.
Are you gonna heal yourself?
yeah, I'm gonna do Cure Wounds, which is 1d8 plus my spell casting modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back to max health because it was I rolled a 5, and then I can't do anything else except move, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move away
All right.
from the creatures.
Well, you're in a circle, so to move away from them would be outside of the circle of rats, and if you do that, they're gonna take an opportunity attack against you.
All right, then I just look at the party, and
Do you spin?
no,
But do you? Oh, okay.
I don't spin.
No.
I don't spin.
We don't know you very well, so we're
Yeah,
over
that-
here bonding.
But I've drank a lot more alcohol. than the
Everything
rest
is
of
spinning
you.
right now.
Everything. I think the room. I think when you guys spin, it's just the room, and I'm like, oh god. All right.
All right, Varak.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the ones in the back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try on the same type of vein if I can hit more than one with like a sweeping motion.
Okay, yeah, you can get between two of them and try to.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for that. 17.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. All right. So will that be enough to hit both of them? Like,
yeah.
okay.
We're rolling for both.
So kind of that funny little like dance that you do before shot put, where you kind of like that type
Yep.
of thing. I'm doing that, but with my great axe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 6 damage.
All right, were those for the? You say the back or the front?
The back.
The back. So you're going back now.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to take 2 of them out.
Yes.
So you have 5 rats left.
Okay.
All right, Turkleton.
All right, so I'm gonna try and do the fancy longbow thing, or hopefully I can take 2 out. If not, then I'll just...
Here's the thing, though. With a longbow, you'll be at disadvantage because it's a ranged weapon in a tight space.
But I'm back further. I'm not up.
Well, it's still going to be disadvantage, though, because it is a tight space. But you can still try it.
I'm gonna use my great axe to try to slice them open.
All right.
So
Varak took out 2 of them behind you, so now the other 2 are going to be over by Zinia.
okay, yeah, that's where I am.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Okay.
So roll. Oh no!
Oh.
I rolled a 2 plus 4, so 6. So I'm just failing all over the place.
No, sorry.
I'm trying, guys. And but I do have a second wind where I can do a bonus action to regain hit points.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I do 1d10 plus level. So I'll do that to myself. So woo, back up to
Nice.
full health.
All right.
I rolled an 8.
What's that like?
All right, Zinia.
How many are
Zinia.
left?
There are 5 left. No, sorry, 4 left. My bad. I can't count. 4 left.
All right.
Don't you have magic missile?
Yeah, see, I'm torn between magic missile or like a shield for myself.
The 3 in the front are pretty damaged from my lightning breath.
All right, then.
I mean,
I'm
how
gonna
many
count
magic missiles do you shoot?
3, so I can get them, but I am at 3 hit points, so I'm going to need some help. Or okay, so then I'm gonna magic missile those 3 in the front that are weaker.
Okay. All right, so the 3 in the front.
Yep.
All right, so yeah. All right. 3 missiles are launched.
So 3, 4, 2.
9.
Yep.
9. Yeah, you obliterate them.
Yeah.
And I spin around.
Get it.
Yeah.
I shake my head
You
All
probably
you
actually
spinners.
puke a little, don't
a
you?
little bit.
Yeah.
It just kind of like dribbles down.
I'm really trying to fit in.
Says the hermit.
As you see these rats just explode from these magic missiles, the last rat begins to just he takes off. He goes through that hole in the wall.
we can do an opportune tax.
Yeah.
So I use my longbow.
You can.
Yeah,
You can,
Get 'em.
Turk.
I will.
So this
use
rat
my-
is taken off.
Okay, 15 plus 7. I know that's
That'll
good
do
Yeah,
enough.
that hits.
That'll do it.
Boom. That'll
So
teach you.
exciting.
You're trying to be all quick and be like, I'm gonna run away, but you always do that to us. So. Okay. 6.
6. Yeah, that hits it. Doesn't quite kill it. But you hear just this like blood curdling screams from this giant rat, and he just kind of like just starts trailing off down through that hole in the wall, and you can hear a couple more scurries kind of following behind him that you didn't see that were in the darkness, and they kind of take off down behind that hole in the wall.
So there's a blood trail we can follow.
There is a blood trail now.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
I
you
meant to
guys,
do that.
yeah.
Good call. Good call.
So we are now out of initiative.
All right. I'm going to. Are we going to be able to take a rest?
Yeah, I need to know that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
I'm back
totally
at
up
full
to you
health,
guys.
so
yeah,
I'm
but
good.
I've got
I mean,
spell
some of
slots
us
to
were never
regain.
touched,
So what
so
I'm
I
going
mean-
to do is I'm going to walk over to Zinia, and can I cast the same spell twice?
Yeah, as long as you have spell slots to
Yeah, cool.
do it.
Then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds again.
Aren't you guys going to take a rest, or are you going to...
Well, yeah. I mean, how
If you
much
take
we-
a rest, I mean, she'll get healed up, but...
All right, then we're just gonna, you guys want to just take a rest?
So we just want to like go back upstairs and have the
Drink ourselves a bed.
yeah.
Are we able to go back upstairs?
Didn't he lock the door?
He
I thought
shut
just
it.
shut it.
I mean, we can
Let's
take a
go
rest
try.
here, but when it
Yeah, I feel like it'd be safer upstairs.
Yeah, but I feel like if we go back upstairs, we're just gonna have to come back and do the same thing over again.
With the blood share out? I
And
don't
we've
know,
got the
maybe.
carcasses of the other rats to like.
Did you need to search them or anything?
So either we're gonna be
Probably.
resting when some of them come back, or we're gonna be upstairs.
That's why we set watches.
Yes, we could.
And you guys are elves. You don't even have to.
But a short rest is really just like...
Well, I can
An
stand
hour,
watch because I don't
20
need, I don't
minutes.
need to heal anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can just... I mean, you only have one hit die to spend, I think, right now at first level anyways, so...
I mean, I'm at full health, but like,
I'm not.
You only need like a half or a short rest to fully heal.
Let's just do that.
What
Yeah,
do I
let's
need
do
to
that.
get my spell slots back?
You
A
have to
full rest.
A full rest.
The look he's
I
giving
mean, you guys
us.
can go back upstairs and sleep for the night and come back in the
All
morning.
right, let's go for it. Let's just let's go. All right, well, we don't need a rest. We don't need to do a full rest. I'll do a short rest. That's fine. And just
I don't know. What's the consensus? Long
not-
rest,
not gonna be
short
able to
rest,
help you
no
guys.
rest. Everyone.
I don't need anything, so it's up to you guys.
Let's just go.
if
So
if
short
I
rest.
okay, let's just do the short rest.
Okay.
I mean, Zinia is like almost dead.
Yeah, I need a rest no matter what. So. I
But
don't-
if we did a long rest, she'd get all of her points back.
Well, she only needs a short rest. She's an elf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we need a long rest.
But it would
for
be a
all of our
minimum, I
stuff.
think, of 4 hours.
Mhm.
So it would be a 4-hour short rest. So
Yeah.
she could get fully healed.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
So who's setting watch, or are we setting watch?
I'll sit and watch with Varak.
I mean, it doesn't really do anything for me because
I just
Alright,
like
so-
nap while you guys sit there.
Yeah,
and-
so you just now. Well, at least I searched the rats.
All right. Is anyone going to be spending hit die right now? Do you need to spend
wait.
hit die?
I'm gonna rest because I think I get my breath weapon back after a short rest, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I get it after a short rest.
you do get your breath back. Okay. So yeah, you're going to take a short rest to get your breath back. Do you need to spend Turk? Do you need to spend any hit die to regain hit points, or are
No.
you already back?
Full health, baby.
Okay. All right. So, all right. About a couple hours passes. You guys do hear some kind of noises coming from that exit into that hole, but nothing comes close enough for you guys. But you do hear some. You two that are keeping watch, anyways, which is what Turk and Varak. You do hear kind of down in the distance the sound of kind of like clinking noises. And then you hear kind of a squeal from a rat, and that's about all you hear. And then you just hear the sound of walking back and forth. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So now the full 4 hours has passed. So you should be back to max,
Okay.
Zinia, since you're the elf, and you got your breath back, but you don't have your spell slots back. But you should still have
I
like
still have
one
one.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use it wisely.
Yeah. No. Right.
Okay, yeah, so you guys are still in this first room, and you see that there's a hole in the wall where you heard noises coming from. What would you guys like to do now after your rest?
Should we do
Just like-
some investigation or perception of the hole?
so gross.
Should we have possibly bought some items before we did this?
Definitely.
No, we're fine.
Are we?
I light your torch for you.
I blow it out.
Prestidigitation.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't blow it out.
I say we got to go down there. I mean, let's just go. I would recommend Dark Vision and Barbarian Boy.
We
go.
have names.
You are correct. You do have names. I say Dark Vision and Barbarian Boy go in front because she can see and he can take hits.
Okay. Wanna go?
Okay.
We can follow the blood. We gotta take him out. So
All right, so we have Turk and Varak going first.
Is this like, do we have to crawl or
Is
are
there
we
a tunnel
walking?
situation?
I mean, you have to duck to get through,
Okay.
basically. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so you guys are going first, and you guys are going to follow behind. So, through the hole in the wall, you can see a dusty stone corridor. Its floor lying around a foot below that of the cellar where you stand. So you're having to, kind of duck and crawl a little bit. Over to the left, you can see the start of a staircase buried in collapsed masonry, earth, and rubble that block the way completely. And to the right, you see a passage that heads around a corner. But on the wall, you can just make out what appears to be a writing in a clear gold script.
Can we tell what kind of language it is?
It's common.
Common.
Go read it.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can go to the right and go read it.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a gold lettering that kind of glistens under the light of
Pretty.
you have a torch lit, right?
Yes.
That's what
I lit his
I was
torch.
Is it?
thought you
I
lit
don't-
it, yeah. So it's kind of glistening in the light. And you also notice that this is where the trail of blood is also going down this corridor. Turk, you're reading it?
Sure.
All right, so Turk, as you get there, you see that it says, "Dawn breaks with stirring air as sun shines down on new day fair. Midday blaze bakes earth and grass. The farmer waits for heat to pass. Evening cool brings water, wine, drink and laughter passing time. Night sees shining, roaring fire as wood and coals burn on the pyre."
I'm brought to tears.
As a bard, I am truly appreciative. I snap after.
And I have an intelligence level of 2, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't understand.
I didn't understand
it.
a damn
I just
word of it, but it was
recognized
beautiful.
that
so
it was poetry, and I was just like, yeah, that speaks to me.
I go and pat them on the back. I feel empathy, but I don't understand what it means, but I do feel empathy.
Just like that awkward, like there, tap on the shoulder.
I'm trying to figure out what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have +3, so
I've heard
figure
better,
it out.
Can you do like a
Yeah.
I don't know, some kind of check to see if we understand what it means, or if it
would
means
that
anything?
be like an
Maybe
insight?
insight?
Yeah.
All right, let's see that. 17
Hey,
plus
now.
3.
17 plus 3?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So your insight check tells you that the way it's worded, you feel like there are clues within the in the text that there are. You notice that this is breaking. Each verse represents a different, basically different time of day, is what you notice. And the passageway that you guys are at, you notice it continues down the left. And down that passageway, there are 2 doorways. There's one heading to the left and one that goes straight on in front of you.
Where's the blood leading to?
It's going down that corridor towards that door in front. But you can't quite make out everything down there, but you notice that the trail is going down there. But just through the flickering of light, you kind of see that door at the end.
Well, she
and
has
see another
dark
door.
vision.
Well, it's only up to 60 feet.
Should we just keep going?
You just want to keep following the blood?
Yeah.
Do you want to look for maybe some other stuff? I don't know. Like there could be healing potions or
I mean, it was an old wizard tower. So.
yeah. So why don't we go to the room that doesn't have
The blood.
the blood just real quick.
All right,
Check
yeah.
that out.
As you guys are heading down this hallway, you see the blood, but as you're going down this hallway, you see that the floor is kind of different before you get to these 2 doors. There seems to be 4 mosaic like tiles that cover the extreme of this hallway. So from the left to the right of the hallway is, one long skinny tile, and on the other side is another tile. So 4 of them in a row. The first tile, these are very colorful. There's lots of like blues and greens and some yellows in these. The first one, there's like a blue sky with what looks like a yellow sun peeking up over a hill. And there's a green grassy hill, and then there's blue water on the bottom. And on the second tile, the sun is higher in the sky, like up to the top. And then there's still the grassy hill and then the water underneath. The third one, the sun is further down behind the hill. There's a green hill and then water underneath. And the fourth one, the blue sky is much darker. And on the green grassy hill, there is a picture of a fire, like a campfire. And then there's dark blue water underneath.
So that's basically just a poem.
Basically. But you also notice in the very middle, like about where the third tile is, you notice that rat that you were following is dead. in the middle, but its body has been chopped in half.
Ew.
What time did we go down here?
It was midday when you guys came down.
And that's where it was cut in half.
That is the third tile.
Think that has anything to do with it?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Do we want to find out what?
Are there
Can we
any
do it like?
Are there any like rocks, boulders, stones around?
Yeah, there's like loose stones and stuff like that around. It's
Is there anything I can roll across these tiles?
sure, yeah. I mean, not like huge rocks. There's some like palm size.
Yeah,
Rocks
I'm just
around
gonna
down
like roll it across all four. See if it makes it to the other side.
All right, is there a particular spot you're gonna roll it from, or just right down the middle?
Just yeah, down the middle.
Down the middle. All right, so that's along like where the green hillside is. So you roll that, and as soon as the rock hits the first one, you see a blade just pop up between the first and second, and it just like hits that rock.
Okay.
I don't know. So the first tile blade goes up. Or you said it was.
Well, it did from where the rock hit.
Yeah, so if you throw it over that one at a different tile, you can see if there's blades throughout. I bet there's a blade between each one,
Well,
but we don't know. We'd have to throw more rocks.
and he threw it down the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and the first one's like dawn.
Basically. Yeah, the way these tiles are set up is the top of the tile is sky, and then you have a hill and grass, and they represent different times.
Do we think it's like something to do with the sun? Like if we cross at where the sun is, the trail of blood, it made it to the middle.
It made it to the middle, yes.
Can-
It made it to the third one.
All right, so it made it that far. Can we just follow the trail of blood to at least that one? Is
Yep.
there a pattern? Can we see a pattern that like of what it crossed?
Yeah, you won't need to roll for that because it's pretty obvious. You see that the blood starts on the very top, on the far left, because he was kind of going along. He was kind of zigzagging a little because he was hurt, but he kind of went across the top of the first one, and he kind of started going down the middle of the second one. And when he got to the third one, he was still in the middle of the tile, and that's where it chopped him.
What are you thinking?
So I take a rock and I roll it along the top of it.
Trying to roll all the way down
Mhm.
again. All right, so you roll it, and as soon as it gets to the second one,
Mm-hmm.
blades. And this time, not just one long blade, but the whole panel just blades up.
So it got to the second one.
Mm-hmm. Once it tried passing the second one, it just.
All right, so
But it was the second one that shot all the blades up.
Are we able to
Like,
walk around it at all?
I mean, it looks like we need to kind of go the same path as the sun, because he crossed in the middle as the sun was setting and he got killed. So like if we just kind of like follow the same path as the sun, we should be okay.
How can we test that?
I look at the barbarian.
And I say what?
Say what?
I wish I had more spell slots. Cast charm person. It's like you're tough. You could do it.
I don't know if I'm that tough though.
Yeah,
Could
but here's the
slice
thing.
someone in
Okay.
half, though. Something pretty big.
Yeah,
There was a giant, bigger than a dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
feel
so are
good.
you. Look at you. You are a big,
he's a big
strong
boy.
man, and you can
That's
do this.
true.
Like I think that you are the man for the job as long as you follow along with what the smart wizard and me say. I think you can nail this. I say you just you hold your head up high and you walk out there, and I roll a persuasion. Which is 4 + 5, so a 9.
That's not very persuasive.
it's not.
Much like that. But how far away is the wrap? Like, can I, if I had a great axe, or a javelin, could I poke it and bring it out?
You could just follow the path of the blood.
I mean, you could throw it.
But it's not something I can.
No.
but
not
you know that the path of the blood is
So
safe.
you could like walk out there a little bit and like
Can-
get
yeah.
it and hook it back.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna do.
So how far, like, Does he need to go on the first tile?
He needs to get
be
to
able
the basically
reach
to
it?
the end of the second tile to be able to poke over.
To get to poke the rat.
Yeah.
But the rat got killed on the third tile.
Yeah.
So you can just follow the path of the blood and be fine.
But so what I want to like scoot the rat along the path that we think I should go.
So you follow the blood, and
Yeah.
then when you get closer, just scoot it.
I'm
with
scooting
the sun.
rat along the path of the sun, which is the most
So you're gonna
poetic
like
line I've ever
push
said.
it from the third one to the fourth one,
Uh-huh.
kind of thing. All right. Well, all right. So where are you stepping on the first one? Just where the blood is.
Do where the blood is.
Yeah,
and
where
where
the
the
blood
blood
is.
Make
Just
sure
another
the blood is
reminder.
lined up with the sun.
Yeah.
These mosaics are blue sky, the sun somewhat coming up, green mountain, water at the bottom, and then second one mountain. Their sun is higher, sky, green mountain, blue water, and then same thing, but the sun's further down, and then the last one, is fire in the middle with dark green, and then dark blue sky, dark blue water. Okay, so you're gonna walk along the sky on the first one.
If that's where the blood is.
All
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, so that's where the blood
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Okay.
So what's the blood
Basically
covering in the
following
Yeah,
the
yeah.
trail.
Okay, so the trail is covering. It's going through the sky on the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and it cuts down through the hill, the grassy hill
Oh.
on the second one.
So it's not lined up with the sun.
No.
Because the grassy hill's like in the middle, but the
So
sun
can I
is the
just follow
highest
the
point. On
trail?
the
Wait,
second
wait,
one.
hold on. Going back to the poem, it was
Do you want me to read it again?
yes.
Since nobody wrote it down.
It's a
You
lot.
read
It's a
too
lot.
fast.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready.
Dawn breaks with stirring air as sun shines down on new day fair. Midday blazes bakes earth and grass. The farmer waits for heat to pass. Evening cool brings water, wine, drink and laughter passing time. Night sees shining, roaring fire as wood and coals burn on the pyre.
Okay, so we need to go
Sky,
earth, sky.
earth,
Water,
Earth.
fire,
Yeah.
right?
Earth,
sky,
wind, and
earth,
fire.
Sky, earth, water, fire.
Right? Is that
Yes.
how it went? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going?
We all look at the barbarian.
Yeah.
Are you gonna poke him the way?
I'm gonna
Okay.
scoot the rat along that
So
way.
first you're gonna follow the blood though.
So
which
first
does go
tile, where you
to the
stepping?
sky.
Sky.
All right, so you step on the sky, nothing happens. Second tile, where you stepping?
I'm cheering him on, by the way.
The hill, right? The earth, the hill.
The hill. All right, you step on the hill, nothing happens.
Now you can poke the.
And then I'm gonna push the rat dog to the water.
On the next.
On the
On-
third one?
on-
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the third one though.
It's on the third one right now on the grass.
So you're gonna have to push it onto the fire, the fourth, and just hope that we're right.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So you're able to poke. The fire is in the center of the fourth one,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a small circle in the center. So the minute that you're shoving him and he touches the grass on the fourth one, spikes just shoot up.
So we got to jump on
So
it.
I gotta
Jump.
jump and bullseye on that circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm still just back there like, you can do it.
All right.
No fear.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on the.
Wait, which you're on the.
You're
second
still on the
tile.
second tile right
So you
now.
gotta
On
go in the
earth, So you
water.
need to go into
So
the water.
sorry, yeah. So move to the water.
You jump to the water,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Okay. And then okay,
And then you jump to the fire.
and then I'm
on the
gonna
fourth.
try and jump to the fire.
You jump to the fire and nothing happens.
Nothing happens? Like, nothing good?
No spikes
I
happening.
live.
That's good. So you're standing on the fire right now, and you're
Okay.
not having to make like checks. This is close enough for
Okay,
steps.
good.
You're not having to like
Okay.
make finesse checks that you land where you.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
You spin off that last one.
And I spin off to the other side.
spin off. For showboating, you take a penalty now. You land on the other side, back on dirt ground
Okay.
with no injuries.
All right. That was far too stressful.
Because we're like
Person.
barely in this at all, and we're already stressed
Yep.
out. I crossed the same path.
As you do that, the poem changes.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
So you all take the same path.
Yes.
All right, yeah, you all take the same path, and you all clear it onto the other side. And now in front of you stands a door to the left and a door in front of you all the way at the end of the hallway.
all right, so do we want to check out the door to the left? Try to see if they have like, because this is a wizard tower thing. So
So that's your preference between the doors?
yeah, I kick open the door on the left.
Oh.
Kick open the door on the
There we
left.
go.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Homebrew Adventures. Don't forget you can follow us on all our social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at HBA The Podcast. You can also check out our website, hbapodcast.com, and you can always email us your adventures at hbapodcast@gmail.com.